Blazor versus JavaScript. I hope all of you fellow developers are doing well. Today, we'll examine a comparison between JavaScript and Blazor that has been gaining traction in the realm of online development for many years. The foundation of front-end web development has been JavaScript. Many of us have become accustomed to it, and it surely has an impact on how we interact with the internet nowadays. On the other side, there is Blazor, a more recent .NET framework. It has been creating quite a stir among developers and promises to offer something new to the table. We'll compare and contrast these two technologies in the sections that follow. We'll examine their advantages, disadvantages, and performance, usability, and versatility comparisons, so let's get started. A brief dive into Blazor. Blazor is comparable to the new kid on the block, who is really beginning to establish themselves. Blazor, a member of the .NET family, offers a radical departure from the typical JavaScript-based approaches when it comes to creating dynamic client-side web UI. Picture this: you're a .NET developer, comfortable with C# and Razor syntax. But each time you need to create a client-side interactive feature, you have to switch gears to JavaScript. Does that sound familiar? This is where Blazor enters the picture, offering to revolutionize the game. You may create web apps using C# and Razor on both the client and server sides. No more moving between languages, contexts. Sounds cool? No. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, of course. As with any technology, Blazor has its own unique set of difficulties and restrictions. But don't worry, we'll discuss things in more detail later. Just keep in mind that Blazor provides a different approach to creating interactive web UIs, utilizing the 7 Blazor features that make it a superb web development framework. 1. Zero restrictions with HTML and CSS. Even though Blazor uses Razor templates to create UI components, the final result is rendered in standard HTML and CSS in the browser. Therefore, you can use any CSS features and CSS libraries for styling and responsive designs, and any standard HTML attributes like class and ID in Blazor without. 2. Signaler as a NuGet package. Signaler is an open-source library that adds real-time web functionality to ASP.NET. Developers typically use Signaler to enable server-side code to send asynchronous notifications to client-side web applications. 3. Server-side pre-rendering in Blazor. With Blazor WebAssembly, you can build static applications that run entirely in the browser without a specific backend, hosted on a service like Azure Web Apps, making the process cheaper. 4. Hot reload. It is essential to see the output of changes to the application as soon as possible in web development to identify errors in the recent changes quickly. 5. Virtualization. Virtualization is a technique that limits UI rendering to display only the parts currently visible to the end user, without rendering all the items at once. 6. Effective communication with gRPC Web. gRPC is an RPC remote procedure call framework that efficiently connects services in and across data centers, facilitating high-performance communication between endpoints. 7. Lazy loading. Lazy loading is a design pattern that improves load time by loading libraries on demand. It defers loading the requested resource until it is needed and without downloading all the resources during the initial loading, improving the startup speed of the application. Let's now discuss JavaScript. JavaScript gives you superpowers. The true programming language of the web, JavaScript lets you add behavior to your web pages. No more dry, boring, static pages that just sit there looking at you. With JavaScript, you're going to be able to reach out and touch your users, react to interesting events. JavaScript is fairly unique in the programming world. With your typical programming language, you have to write it, compile it, link it, and deploy it. JavaScript is much more fluid and flexible. With JavaScript, all you need to do is write JavaScript right into your page, and then load it into a browse. Advantages of JavaScript. 1. Speed. JavaScript is an interpreted language, so it cuts down on the time needed for compilation in other languages like Java. Additionally, it is a client-side script. That shortens the time required to establish a server connection, which speeds up program execution. 2. Reduces load on the server. The language runs on the client side rather than the server, thus, the server doesn't have to deal with the stress of executing JavaScript. Once this burden is reduced, the server will function more quickly and concentrate on other tasks like data management. 3. Ease of use. JavaScript is one of the simplest languages to learn, particularly for web programming. It has been designed to be simple for web developers to understand and use, since difficult languages have fewer engineers and demand a higher budget. This helps web companies save a lot of money on development. 4. Rich interface. JavaScript offers developers a variety of interfaces to build engaging websites. Websites with drag-and-drop elements or sliders may have a more robust user experience. This increases user interaction with the website. 5. Versatile. The versatility of JavaScript is its most valuable quality. There are many different ways to integrate it into your website. Since Node.js integrates effectively with Mongad and Miscal, it can not only build and finish the front end of the website but also handle its back end. 6. Extended functionality. To save time and money, third-party add-ons such as Grease Monkey, a Mozilla Firefox extension, enable developers to incorporate small sections of prefabricated code into their code. These add-ons make it easier and faster for developers to create JavaScript applications than they could with other code. 7. Interoperability. JavaScript seamlessly integrates with other programming languages. So many developers favor using it to create various apps. Any web page or script of another computer language can incorporate it. 8. Popularity. JavaScript is one of the most popular languages. For web development, it is an important factor for every working website. Even the most popular websites worldwide, including Amazon and Google, use JavaScript since it is regarded as a very powerful technology due to its steadily growing popularity. That's all. Thank you for watching. If you learned something today, don't forget to click like, subscribe to Programmist PH. And see you in the next video.